I didn't think I'd see the day, but I'm actually getting a Fnatic interview with Kpii. What a pleasure to have you join me, my friend. Long time no see. I see that spirits are higher than they have been for the past 2 weeks. Congratulations on the win, but I gotta wonder, where's this team been? This was an amazing performance from you guys this game. What happened for the first 2 weeks?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd see you guys here today as well, but here we are. Honestly, it's been like a rough one for us because I feel like a lot of our games we really could have won, and the way we lose games is also really stupid. Like we'll do like so many things right, and then we always do like one stupid thing, and then we like kind of throw away everything, and it's like a constant pattern right throughout our losses. So like I still feel like we have a lot of potential. Like even in the series we lost, like except the first two which were like 2-0s, all the other ones were like like really winnable. And although we were like 0-6, but it didn't really feel like it because I guess we like won games here and there. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's getting a little bit more clean, I guess. And maybe we have PTSD from like throwing, so we're more aware of that. Yeah.
So I am curious then, do you think that if this was the old DPC and you guys had 6 weeks, would that have made a difference? Or either way, it's the pressure of being at the end that's kind of making you guys pull it together?
Honestly, I think no. Because I think like the time for preparation is not really a factor. It's more like getting these games as like experience. I mean, I don't know what to say because we're like pretty experienced players as well, right? So I feel like we don't really need the experience, but
I don't know if I would agree with that.
Like we do.
Yeah, no, any five-man roster, no matter how seasoned the players are, like how many of these current teammates have you played with before on other teams?
Oh, only Gabby and Amel. Yeah.
Okay,
but
and then
obviously like we're just lacking something. Like we just weren't clicking with each other, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a coach? Because I know Hyde was helping you guys, not really a coach. But do you have anyone who's like on the outside looking in?
Not really. So Hyde really only does drafting for us. He helps us with like the gameplay stuff sometimes. Mm-hmm. But honestly, it's just the 5 of us. And maybe that's like a problem because most of us were just like really focused on ourselves, like watching replays for ourselves, watching other players from our own roles. We maybe are lacking some of like the team play aspect a little bit, not entirely, but yeah, maybe that's one factor.
I mean, clearly not entirely, because this game you showed you definitely have the team play. Winter or Adam, you got any questions? Adam, we'll go with you.
I asked Raven this earlier because they don't have a coach as well. What made you guys decide to go coachless this season?
We didn't decide to go coachless. We just didn't find a good fit for us, I guess, and it just didn't happen. But it's not like we're choosing not to get one.
Do you think you'll be able to solve the issues that you have by getting someone in the near future?
Whether we get someone or not, I do think like most of our problems can be fixed. Because honestly, it's like I would like to say it's like really basic problems. Because like mechanics wise, like laning and all that stuff, that's not really like a big issue, right? Like at 10 minutes. Fnatic Dota, we always come out at least like 50-50. Sometimes we even win our lanes. Mm-hmm. So I think that's not really an issue. It's just a matter of doing the right thing mid and late game. Yeah.
Sorry to ask you this, but you guys, all 5 of you, I think it's the first time you're in Div 2. Maybe not Zhao, but how are you guys taking this? Like, how are you dealing with it?
I'm okay because I was in Div 2 2 seasons last year, so
okay.
It's okay for me. But I've never like dropped to Div 2. Mm-hmm. So after like 2 days ago, I was like pretty upset. Like that was probably the worst I felt in like many years. Yeah, I just felt so bad. Like and then I raged, played pubs, and like lost 10 billion games in a row.
Happens.
Yeah, but I think the others, obviously they're not happy, but it's not like hitting anyone really hard, I would say. I think I got hit the hardest.
So why is DJ at home today?
He just has some personal issue, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, this has been an interesting case study, KP, because like I look at your 5 players and you are all incredible players. That's why I was so surprised to see this result out of you. And obviously, what was the approach that you guys were independently taking? Because I saw Boom and SMG were also kind of in the same situation. Great players, not really getting the same results. SMG kind of pulled it together the first. Boom pulled it together after them, and now it seems like you guys are on the come up. What's the thing that you are noticing the most about when things are working?
I think it's mainly like discovering the meta and then translating that into team play. Because for example, right, let's say SMG at the start of the season, wait, I don't really remember exactly, but all right, let's just ignore that. But for SMG, they have
I can remind you of their results, because they started off actually playing against Bleed, which they lost, Execration, which they lost, but then they beat you guys on the 16th.
Okay, well, for SMG, I think they have like very clear strategies of how they want to play. Like, for example, Ember's meta, right? See Ember, Epic Luck, something like that. And then, they just have really like clear strategies they want to play. And then, for example, sometimes they early pick the Beastmaster, which Tundra does as well. So they just have a really clear idea of what they want to play, and as a result, they have like a very clear direction. And you just have to like, I feel like Dota nowadays there's so much like 5-manning.
Yes.
You just have to balance between 5-manning and farming. And like, if you can get that right, then it's like, yeah, I think that's like the main factor for me.
Okay, I appreciate that perspective. My last question, if you look at the frontrunners going to Southeast Asia for Lima, which one do you think would have the best chances? Because Execration already confirmed, and then Talon, Geekslate, and Blacklist all have a possibility. Of those 4 teams, which one do you think would find the most success internationally?
I think like ceiling-wise and room to grow, I think Talon has the highest ceiling and the most room to grow. Execration is like, they're just really, really solid, and they have really like strong ideas too, like I said about SMG, right? Now they have March like coaching them, and back then when I was in TNC with March, it's like a similar story, because back then he'd just tell me to buy pipe every single game. I was playing like Legion, Abba, Omni, offlane and stuff, and I just had to buy pipe every game. He just made me do it. Like, in some ways it's good, but in some ways it's bad. But I guess for Execration it's working out, because they just have Tino buy those items like every game. So yeah, that's for them. And the last one in between Blacklist and
Geekslate.
Boom. Oh no, sorry, Geekslate.
That's a tough
Based
call.
on recent performance, I think Blacklist has a smaller edge, like a slight edge, but it's hard to say. But yeah, I think whichever team will win from those 2 teams will be the third. Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, KP, I wish we got more opportunity to speak with you, because it's always a pleasure, but
Me too.
at least we got this one, and I'm glad that you guys have a good attitude looking forward. That obviously it has been a rough season, but ultimately it's all about the road to TI, and it seems like you guys have your head on straight looking forward. So congratulations on this win. Condolences on the relegation, but looking forward to how you guys do in Pro Series.
Oh, thank you. Well, hope to see you guys in 2 seasons.
Yeah, hopefully. And if you have any shout outs, we'll give you the floor is yours.
Shout out to Talon.
Shout out to
Dahoon. Dahoon was my Talon boss, and I know he's watching. Maybe. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's all.
All right. Well, thank you very much, KP, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. What a pleasure.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.